Hello, YouTube. I'm gonna talk about motivation today. Not in any profound way because I don't have a platform for that or a format for that. I'm just speaking off the top of my head. I don't even have any materials prepared for this sort of conversation, or it's not really a conversation because that's back and forth. This is more just me vocalizing my thoughts. Motivation for me is very difficult. I mean, there are many ways to look at life, but in the realm of outlook, there are two main viewpoints. There's pessimism and there's optimism. And for a lot of people, optimism is looking for the rewards they get in the activities they pursue. If it's they do the job so that they can get money to buy something that they want, or they go to school to get the education to get the job they want. People do things seeking a reward. On the other hand, somebody with a more pessimistic and negative view, they do these same activities to avoid negative consequences. They go to work so that they get money, so they don't come short on bills, so they don't get kicked out of their house, so they don't starve. They do things so that they avoid the discomfort and consequences that are uncomfortable. Did I just say discomfort and uncomfortable? Anyway, they do things to avoid having bad things happen to them. And these two viewpoints, the glass half full, half empty, it really colors your entire perspective. I, unfortunately, tend to be more negative, which isn't a good thing. It's a negative thing. But for some people, they go, "No, I'm a realist." Yeah, sure, but when you look at the world, a lot of people, while they may be more grounded and less risk taking because they have more caution because of this negative bias, the people who are more optimistic are the people who do go further and make more. They make riskier decisions, but they're more likely to succeed when they take those chances. Changing your outlook is difficult. No duh. For me, I've not invested enough time into it to say that I can't do it. I'm going to keep trying, but I'm finding it very, very difficult to look at things from another perspective when, for my entire life, I've only looked at things as trying to avoid negative consequences. I did good in school because I didn't want to get punished at home or reprimanded or disappoint people or be laughed at by, well, actually my friends all did worse than me so they wouldn't laugh at me, but it's just really difficult to maintain high levels of motivation sometimes when you're so used to being afraid of things and you don't have real goals because your goals are, well, I don't want this, I don't want that. And people say, well, what do you actually want? And you don't know. It's troubling to me, and I don't really have a solution right now, and that's why I'm voicing my thoughts and putting them out there. I think I'd like to work on more videos, or audios as these are, because I don't include visuals beyond a picture or a title card. I'd like to work on projects like writing. I haven't worked on fiction writing in a long time. I'd like to work on projects like responding or giving video or audio responses to the videos I watch. I watch a lot of videos. Some of them are very interesting, but I don't tend to give my opinion on them. And I think that would be helpful for me to voice my opinion and record it and maybe hear feedback if somebody was listening, or just for my own sense of well-being to know that I guess I exist and I can make my mark on the world around me, even if it's very small. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try making more videos, audio videos, video audios. Anyway, um, because talking is something I'm good at, more or less. I'm not going to be pessimistic and list the things that I don't think I am good at, but talking is one of my strong points. I mean, I've been complimented on my presentation skills with regards to academic presentations. I, if I'm well prepared and well read, I can do very well when in giving putting together a PowerPoint and the slides and getting my points across. I think that will help me make more videos if I actually sat down and said I'm going to make a video about like insert complex topic. But right now I'm not at that level. What's stopping me from being at that level? Probably just me. I'm my own worst enemy, but I'm also my own best ally. And that's something that I gotta focus on more. I gotta focus on that. Maybe that'll be helpful for motivation. Another thing I wanted to talk about was practice. I don't like practice, which is not a good thing. Like, you should like practice. If you practice, you improve. But it's uncomfortable to me, and I don't enjoy it, and so I don't do it. And then, yes, it makes me sad when I don't have the end result of what I could have from that practice. But the practice itself is just so hard, difficult. I can't pronounce that word. Um, Arduous. Anyway, practice, it takes a certain mindset that I don't currently have. It's not impossible to get. People can learn to be better at things. While the brain does have limitations, I'm not even close to those limitations, and I can't even kid myself or lie and say I am. So, I need to start practicing, but I don't like practice. How do I fix that? People say, do it anyway. That can only get you so far. I like the example that people give with motivation in regards to your mind or your brain or whatever. It's like the person riding an elephant. The elephant is stronger, but the person can guide the elephant. If you make the elephant want to get to this location, you don't even have to force it. You can't force it. You'll never be able to. But if you can make it want to get to where you want it to go, then that's when you start having success. Obviously, other people have explained that analogy better than I can because I tried to go off the top of my head. But it does resonate with me because it's true. If I can get motivated and I can convince myself that a goal is worth the discomfort of putting in effort, I've seen myself succeed in things. I think that all people, not like, yeah, it would be foolish for me to think that all successful people are people who love to do what they do and never had any difficulties. That would just be absurd. Obviously, people have difficulties. Some people like doing things more than others, and so it makes things easier. But there are plenty of people who are successful who didn't like the practice or the lead up or the preparations, but they still got there because they still did it. I gotta try and emulate that behavior. And once I do that, then I'm on the road to success. Anyway, YouTube, I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Bye bye.